Bible doesn't shy away from talking about family, especially relationships between children and parents. In a world that often promotes independence without honor and freedom without responsibility, Scripture calls children to something deeper: respect, obedience, gratitude, and love. This isn't about control, it's about order, wisdom, and God's design for flourishing families. Honor your father and your mother. This command appears more than once, and for good reason. Honor your father and mother, that your days may be long in the land that the Lord your God is giving you. Exodus 20:12. The word honor doesn't just mean obedience. In Hebrew, it carries the idea of weight, value, and importance. To honor your parents means speaking to them with respect, valuing their role in your life, and acknowledging the sacrifices they've made, treating them with dignity even when you disagree. The New Testament reinforces this. Honor your father and your mother. This is the first commandment with a promise, Ephesians 6:2. God attaches a promise to this command, not because parents are perfect, but because honoring authority builds wisdom and character. Obedience while you're under their care. Scripture is clear that children living under their parents' authority are called to obedience. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Ephesians 6:1. Notice the phrase, in the Lord. This means obedience is not blind, it is grounded in God's will. Parents are not meant to lead their children to sin, abuse, or rebellion against God. But in everyday life, rules, boundaries, discipline, obedience is described as right, not optional. Children, obey your parents in everything, for this pleases the Lord. Colossians 3:20. Obedience isn't just about avoiding punishment, it's about pleasing God. Respect in speech and attitude. The Bible takes how children speak to their parents very seriously. Whoever curses his father or mother shall surely be put to death. Exodus 21:17. While this part of Old Testament law for Israel, the principle remains. God condemns contempt, mockery, and dishonor towards parents. Proverbs echoes this warning. The eye that mocks a father and scorns obedience to a mother will be pecked out by the ravens of the valley. Proverbs 30:17. That imagery is strong on purpose. God is emphasizing that disrespect corrodes the heart and leads to destruction. Respect isn't just about words, it's about tone, posture, and attitude. Gratitude for their role in your life. Parents are instruments God uses to bring life, protection, and provision. Listen to your father who gave you life, and do not despise your mother when she is old. Proverbs 23:22. Scripture calls children to remember that parents age, weaken, and need care just as they once cared for you. Jesus himself modeled this. Even while suffering on the cross, he made sure his mother was provided for. Woman, behold your son. Behold your mother. John 19:26-27. If Christ honored his mother in agony, it shows us that honoring parents does not end when life becomes difficult. Honoring parents does not mean enduring abuse. This is crucial to say clearly and biblically. The Bible commands honor, but God does not condone abuse, cruelty, or exploitation. Parents are also warned. Fathers, do not provoke your children to anger, but bring them into discipline and instructions of the Lord. Ephesians 6:4. Honor does not mean silence in the face of harm. It does not mean enabling sin. It does not mean staying in dangerous situations. God is a God of justice, protection, and truth. Honoring your parents is not about pretending they're perfect. It's about recognizing God's authority, design, and wisdom. When children learn honor, they learn humility. When they learn obedience, they learn self-control. When they learn respect, they learn how to love others as well. And ultimately, honoring parents is one of the earliest ways a child learns how to honor God himself. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Proverbs 9:10. Have a good day, guys. Bye.